Okay, good morning. Gonna have a little couple of hours on the van today on my Escort. Uh, Not spent a lot of time on it over the past couple of weeks or so. Um, um, Lots going on, etc., etc. Me not feeling too good and all sorts going on. God, don't I sound depressing. um, but yeah, on a plus note, we did actually go away for one night this week. First time in the motorhome for a little while actually. And it was a lovely evening. We sat outside all evening, where usually when we go away it's either raining, cold, and we just snuggle up in the van basically. But it was a pleasant evening. I met up with friends who we got to know some time ago actually, Jimmy and Belle. I helped Jimmy convert one of his vans a little while ago, and yeah, it was a pleasure to meet up with them. And I'll put a picture up now. Okay, Rube, where are we going? Where are we going? Going to see Jimmy and Belle? Rutland Water? We're going up to Rutland? Oh, the new t-shirt. Happy days. Alright, Rose, let's plod on, shall we, mate? Yeah, nice to meet up with them. We had a pleasant evening. Um, they don't drink, I don't drink. Sarah had a couple of little drinks, happy days. Although I do drink alcohol-free beer, 0.0, makes me feel like I'm having a drink, and if I can have a bottle in my hand, it makes me feel like a man. So, not everybody's cup of tea, but it is mine. Happy days. But yeah, on that note, yeah, we have got France in about 5 weeks, I think. When have we got France? July the 22nd we leave out on the ferry. July the 22nd we're on the ferry. We've actually decided to leave Ruby at home. Let me go and sit down. No, I won't. I'll sit here. No, I won't. I'm not going to be that long anyway. So my legs hurting. Yeah, we decided to leave Ruby at home purely because we've got two My Rider bikes, and we haven't used these bikes for must be a year and a half. Here they are here. Got them out of storage. There you go. Charged them up. We did take them up to Rutland because we did, when we just met up with somebody, when we just went out, we did actually go to Rutland Water Sailing Club. £14 for the night. Happy days. I got Alsan Point and a watering hole. No showers or nothing, but however, I think you can go over the sailing club and approach them, and I think they charge a little bit or something like that. I don't know. No, not looked into it, so yeah. But yeah, because we're taking the bikes, and I said to Sarah, I didn't give Sarah an ultimatum. I said to Sarah, I said, right, we've had those bikes for a year and a half, and we've probably used them once or twice. We're either going to use them or I'm selling them. Okay, easy as that. So I said, well, obviously we don't use them because we take Ruby with us, and Ruby's when you've got a dog, it's like having a kid. Okay, it's like having a little child running around your legs. Okay, you've always got to. I don't like leaving Ruby in the van, so there's no way I'd go out on the bikes and leave Ruby in the van. etc., etc. So I said, well, what if we approach our daughter and see if they can have Ruby? They've had her before when I was in hospital last year, and Ruby was kind of fine. I did miss her, but you know, it turned out okay. Oh, they had her for a couple of weeks, and I thought, well, surely they can have her again, which they kind of are. So brilliant. We had already paid for the rabies jab, but that lasts for 3 years, so that's not a problem. We can, I'm sure we'll go back to France at some point and have a bit more of a, you know, bit more time by taking Ruby. We did pay for the ferry for her, which was £32, £16 each way to the pet lounge on P&O ferries. We won't get that money back, but so be it. That's not a problem. We haven't got to bother with the health certificate now for Ruby, so we haven't got to now arrange to go down to Folkestone and pick that up. So it is what it is. So we're going to take the bikes. It's just me and Sarah. It then means we can go out and enjoy ourselves. Sarah's been through a lot the past couple of years or so, and I want Sarah to enjoy herself. Okay, so you know, and me also. You know, it's you know, but when you're a couple and somebody's got health issues, it's a joint thing. You know, so. You know, we're hoping to have a lovely time, a little bit anxious, going further afield, but I'm sure we'll make it. So like I say, the first time we went out this couple of nights ago, just for one night, pleasant night, up to Rutland, and it was an enjoyable evening. Caught the sun a little bit, Sarah did, yeah. So anyway, today Sarah's at work, so I've decided today I haven't spent no time on this vehicle of mine for probably a couple of weeks or so. So today I'm going to do a little bit on this van. I need to. So I had a time scale on this van where I wanted it done, completed, early next year. I don't think that's going to happen. I've got too many distractions. Too many people come knocking my door, friends, relatives, and so on and so on. And I'm not getting fed up with it, but I can't get into what I want to do myself, because if somebody comes, they're here for a little while, and me, what I'm going through and still going through, I kind of get tired in the afternoons. However, I've been getting tired in the afternoons. Simple fact is, when I eat in the morning, it makes me tired. I don't get it. I don't know why. It's normal apparently. So now I've actually stopped eating in the daytime. For the past 4 or 5 days, I've not eaten nothing in the daytime. I've just had one meal a day. However, I am having my drinks, which I have spoken to the doctor about this, and I got an appointment in September, and it'll be on my to-do list to chat to the cancer people and go from there. But I have actually been having these little drinks here, and they taste bloody vile. They make me feel sick. For a start off, they make me feel sick. Let me just make sure you're straight up, Rob. Yeah, for a start off, they make me feel really sick. But these, I can have these over the day and have sort of 4 or 5 sips over the day. Job done. But there's plenty of protein, vitamins and minerals in that. So, so yeah, so I've been having those just to, you know, give me a little bit of But other than that, yeah, right, so today I am going to plod on, do a bit on the old vehicle, and see how far we can get, because I am in the process of putting the wings on. So I've actually put the rails on here, which are these rails here. I've welded them on the inside here, and I've just tacked them on the top here, just to hold that on while I was doing that. I've got to do the top bit there, and I've also got to do these bits here. They want manipulating a little bit. I've just got to cut those round a little bit just to make them fit a little bit better. You don't see them, so I'm not bothered what they look like, to be honest with you. I was actually copying the ones that come off, and if I'm honest, I don't need to. I'm not going to see them again. They're under the wing. I don't know why I copied them, and I don't know why I actually had to make them exactly the same as the others. So yeah, so as long as they're on there, as long as they're covered, as long as they've got a little bit of a profile on them, you know, and it all gives a little bit of strength, I guess, if it was to have a knock, etc., etc. I've redone the brackets, the bonnet brackets on there, plated those underneath, and then reinstalled those. I've offered the wings up, etc., etc., so that the wings fit to the bonnet. I've retook the bonnet back off. So basically, we are plodding on with the van, but very, very slow. Okay. Well, there's my friend Sue coming up, so I'm going to go and have a chat with Sue, and I'll come back to you in a bit.